Thanks, Josh. Fuller House was available for instant viewing on Netflix last Friday. The show takes place 29 years after the events of Full House. While most of the original cast, including Bob Saget and John Stamos, move away after the pilot, Fuller House really gravitates around daughters DJ and Stephanie, played by Candace Cameron Bure and Jodie Sweetin, as well as their eccentric neighbor Kimmy Gibbler, played by Andrea Barber, who inhabit their parents' old home along with children of their own. The show follows their struggles through parenthood and the ups and downs of life, as well as their children's misadventures. With most of the characters that are male absent through the remainder of the show, Fuller House is definitely more of a chick show than Full House was, which isn't a bad thing considering the fan base of Full House was largely female anyway, most likely due to the ever-angelic John Stamos. While at times the jokes seem redundant and the child acting gives off a sort of Disney Channel sitcom sort of vibe, the show does successfully capture some of the heartfelt magic that made Full House such a wildly successful show, and for that the show has a lot of potential that will hopefully be executed properly in later seasons. For all of these reasons, I'm giving Fuller House 4 out of 5 stars. The 88th annual Oscars premiered on ABC this Sunday. While the lack of ethnic diversity among the nominees was quite controversial, no one can argue that this last year has been a fantastic year for movies. I'm going to recap some of the main wins of the night. Spotlight won the Oscar for Best Picture. The film tells the story of the Boston Globe's Pulitzer Prize-winning investigation of child molestation among Catholic priests. Leonardo DiCaprio finally won the Oscar for Best Actor for his role as Hugh Glass in The Revenant. Brie Larson earned the Oscar for Best Actress for her titillating, am I allowed to say titillating? Okay. Her titillating performance in Room. Best Director went to Alejandro González Iñárritu for The Revenant, which also earned a 5-star rating on my show. So, both equally important awards that The Revenant definitely deserved. All in all, the Oscars were a joy to watch this year, despite the controversy, and I can only hope that 2016 will bring the same amount of great movies to the table. We now go back to Gabe with more news.